Hello, hello, hello. What's good? What's up? What's going on? What it do? What it is? What it was been? What it has been? What it ever has been? Thank you guys for tuning in today. I am here with a hair tutorial. I cut my hair in January of 2018. I did the big chop. I went down to a 5 guard, but the struggle has been extremely real. Everybody loves my short hair on me. I personally do not like it. I just don't feel like it fits me just of yet. So I have been waiting until I can braid my hair and get some protective styles going. But of course that takes a while when you went down to a 5 guard. So I decided to try to come up with a method to where I'm able to braid my TWA into a protective style and have it have some longevity. Of course, with my hair being as short as it is, I have been a braider since I was 9, so I am fantastic at braiding, but I still can't braid an afro. You just can't get the right grip on there for the braids to last as long as you need them to. Of course, with the protective style, you want it to last for weeks on end. And the shorter the hair, the shorter the longevity of the style. The braids will start slipping. So I have come up with this method I've named the band and braid method. I've done it once before. This is not the first time that I've done the band and braid method, only so I knew that if I posted a video of it, that it worked. The last time that I did my singles with the band and braid method, they lasted me for about 7 weeks, and the only reason that I took them out was so I can get a good clarify wash in, because I like to moisturize my hair quite often, even with singles in, so I knew that I had some buildup under there. I've never seen this method done anywhere else. I went and hunted through YouTube for days and weeks on end trying to figure out a good method or a good way to get the braids to stay on my head for the longest amount of time. I started seeing videos on anchor braids, but my hair was still too short to do anchor braids. I'm still not able to get that grip just for that small anchor braid. So that's when I came up with the method to band and braid. And like I said, my last head of singles stayed up for about 7 weeks. I didn't even have to take them down at all. They looked amazing. If you try out this method, please comment below. Let me know what you think. Make sure to subscribe to my channel as well. I will have more hair tutorials coming. So let's get this started. So first you want to take your strip of hair that you have in your hand, just a little tiny strip of hair, and you want to put the rubber band around the strip of hair. So just wrap the hair around the rubber band as so, and ta-da, there you go. As you can see, I already have the piece of hair parted on my scalp, so I'm going to take the rubber band and wrap it around my hair only about 5 or 6 times. You'll see here that I am moving the extra hair to the side to make sure not to grab any of that when I'm doing my first couple wraps. So 5 to 6 times, wrap it around your own hair to make sure that that rubber band is nice and secure. After you've wrapped it around about 5 to 6 times, you want to go ahead and grab half of the extra hair, only half of the extra hair, and wrap that rubber band around that extra hair and your hair another 5 to 6 times. This is going to make sure that your band and anchor method is nice and secure. That's the whole reason that we do this, is so that the braid does not slide. So you want to make sure that that rubber band is wrapped nice and tight. You know that you've done it correctly when you have your puff and the hair out of the bottom of the rubber band and half of the hair out of the top of the rubber band. Now you want to go ahead and start braiding down your band anchor. Of course, split the section into 3 parts and just start braiding down. You don't have to make sure that these braids are pretty or perfect at all, because of course you're going to put your larger plait on top of it. This method is strictly to ensure that your hair, or that the braid, does not slip down on your hair when you have shorter hair. And with having shorter hair, it's harder to grip when making plaits, so this ensures that it's easier to grip on your hair as well. So when I'm braiding my singles down, I like to take my strip of hair and split it into two on one side and twist it around each other so the other side stays as a one strip and the next side stays as two. So I'll have my 3 strips starting off on my plaits, and we can start braiding down. I use the tuck method when I'm braiding the singles down. Of course, when I put on the hair, I am tucking my anchor braid under my strip of hair to make sure that no one can see the anchor braid. With the braid being the same color as my braiding hair, normally it doesn't show even if I don't do the tuck, but at the top of my head I like to make sure that it's nice and tucked under so I don't have braids sticking out of the part that's gonna show the most, of course. My rubber bands there, and as you can see I have them cascading down so I could have my A-line look. So yeah, now I'm going to glue them. Literally take super glue and put it on the rubber bands, and then we cut and burn. I waited about 20 minutes before I cut the ends off. Sorry, I got a little bit ahead of myself, so I already cut off the ends. I actually forgot a braid in the back, which is perfect because that means that I can show you how I cut it. But as you can see, oh look, I forgot 2 braids. So I can show you how I do both of those. As you can see, I've cut all of the rest. And I have these 2 leftover braids, so I will show you how I cut these and how I burn the ends. We're going to cut directly on the rubber band and tar-dar. Where'd it go? So you want to make sure that you cut directly on the rubber band and just snip it on off. And that's your end. And then we're going to burn the ends and be all done. You want to make sure that you wait at least 10 minutes after you put the glue on before you cut, and you burn the ends of your braids. If you burn the ends of your braids and your glue is still wet, it will make a blue flame on the tip of your braids, and it is terrifying. So make sure that you wait at least 10 minutes. Like I said, I personally waited 20 minutes, but make sure you wait at least 10 minutes before you burn the ends of your braids. So when burning the ends of my braids, as you'll see in my example, I just use my fingers to close it up. Do not be scared, it is not that hot, but just close that end up with your finger and you'll be good. There's actually different type of equipment that you can buy to close the ends, and you can use flat irons and things like that, but I just feel like a lighter is just the easiest way for me. I've personally been doing hair since I was 9 years old. I am currently 28, so burning the tips of braids no longer hurts the tips of my fingers because I've just been doing it for so long. So I'm saying that it doesn't hurt me, but it may hurt you, so I'm not too sure. If you want to do it with the lighter, you might want to use some other type of process. Like I said, you can use flat irons and other things, but I just use the lighter and I burn the ends and close it with my fingers. So let's get it going. You may have a little piece of rubber bands on the ends of your braid. You just want to go ahead and tug that off, have as least as possible. Then you just want to take your lighter and run it under that braid a little bit. Use your finger to press it down to make sure that it seals. And then sealed perfectly. Don't worry about the frizzy hairs because once you dip your braids in the hot water, that'll get rid of the frizzies. If you have frizzies near your root, cut those. At the end, I don't cut those because when you dip your hair, that gets rid of them. So like I said, pull off that rubber band, take that lighter, run it over that braid a few times. Just use your finger to seal it in. And do that to every braid. So this is the final look. I have to dip the ends and put my jewels on. Notice that when you burn the ends of your singles, no matter if you dip them or not, they will always have the curl in. So it is all finished. I love the outcome. As you guys can see, the braids are on there. They are not slipping. They are not going anywhere. They are very well anchored on. I love it. I'm so excited. Of course, I always love when I get a new hairstyle.
New hair, who this? New hair, who this? New hair, who this? New hair, who this?
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Click that subscribe button. Also, make sure you guys check out my Etsy store with my customized jeans and denim. It is etsy.com/shop/triple-T. That is triple with 3 P's. That's TRIPPPLE-T. Check it out. I have my grand opening sale going on right now. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's your girl, yours Taylor.